What's up guys, it's Not Young Lamb here, and today we are recording quite a different video because this time I have a tier list from tiermaker.com, and basically I just kind of got the idea, hey, I used to watch a lot of cartoons, so why not rank them? And I just chose a random one, and there's a lot of cartoons, and I don't know about this one, but these are the rankings that I made. Classics, mini vibes found, hype AF, okay, not too hype, no vibes found, or I just never seen them. So without further ado, let's begin. And first of all, we're starting with 16. I've never seen this before, so immediately it goes into never seen. Adventure Time? Oh yeah, come on. Come on, that's a classic right there. All Grown Up. That one's the one where the Rugrats are... They're grown up, right? I think I watched a few episodes. I didn't really like this show, but it's Rugrats, so there's some vibes to it. Gumball, I would say many vibes found. I know a lot of people are gonna disagree because they say this show is a classic, but honestly, it started like getting really good like as the show progressed. Like I said, the first 3 seasons they weren't as good, then later it got so much better. American Dad, I don't know. I think American Dad, I know it was made by the same people who made Family Guy, but it's just, I don't know, it just feels like it's trying to be like Family Guy way too much. I know what the show is, I just don't remember the name. I mean, it was okay. I didn't really watch it because it was on Adult Swim. Adult Swim didn't really start until 8, and I didn't really have time to watch Adult Swim, so yeah. You know, Avatar: The Last Airbender, that's a classic right there. If you say it's not a classic, I don't know what to tell you. Batman the Animated Series, there's a lot of vibes with that show. There's a lot of vibes. I mean, I know people would put it as classic, but I don't know. I didn't watch it enough. Ben 10, it was hype. It was hype. It wasn't a classic, in my opinion. And there was a bunch of vibes, but like every time that theme song came on, oh my god, kids went crazy. Big Time Rush. Yeah, it was pretty hype. Just hearing Big Time Rush. Just just that. Boondocks. I'd say that's classic as well. All right. RP Pops. RIP Granddad. I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely forgot his name. Then I remembered Reese Witherspoon's name, and then I remembered Granddad. Camp Lazlo. I don't know. There was no vibes found in that show. Like the whole show revolved. Like this whole show wasn't even about the main character. It was mostly about the counselor who was supposedly not a counselor. Yeah, that's pretty much. Cat Dog. There's a bunch of vibes. Show. And it was one of those Nickelodeon shows that like it got weird at some points. Chowder, that's a classic right there. Like Chowder was just one of those shows that like it was fun. It was really fun to watch. Everyone liked it when it came on. Yeah, Cleveland Show. Yeah, they just kind of dropped the ball with Cleveland. Even today in Family Guy, Cleveland is like the worst character on screen. Star Wars. The Clone Wars. We'll put it at hype. Because like it's Star Wars, and like I'm not like the biggest Star Wars fan, but I really enjoyed the show. Corey in the House, you already know. Corey in the House is the best anime. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a classic, but there are many vibes found with that show. Courage, that's a classic right there. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Oh my god, that was one of the most bizarre shows that I've ever seen. But the thing is, I couldn't even complain about it because it was like it was so cool. Count Chicken, no vibes found. I don't know. That was just a weird time for Cartoon Network to do things, and this is just a weird show. Danny Phantom, that's real. Yeah, there's a bunch of vibes found with Danny Phantom. Definitely. I mean, I know I'm not explaining these shows a lot, but like some shows, it's like they don't need to be explained. Dexter's Laboratory, I also think there's many vibes around it. If you didn't know that the guy who plays Dexter also plays Chucky from Rugrats, so if you didn't know that, that's your fact of the day. Drake and Josh, that's a classic right there. I don't care what anybody says. Drake and Josh was that show. And even today they try to recreate it. Ed and Eddie, it was okay. Honest, like I wouldn't call it a classic, but like it was definitely one of those shows that like everyone, like it was likable, it was pretty funny, but like I feel like it was way too short-lived. Fairly Odd Parents. I'm gonna put it okay, because like Fairly Odd Parents was such a good show back in the day, but now, but like recent Fairly Odd Parents, I don't know what happened. I think it was mostly because Butch Hartman left the Fairly Odd Parents, and then Nickelodeon just said they just did drugs and then did the new Fairly Odd Parents. Family Guy, it just kind of lost its charm out from when it first got canceled. I feel like it just kind of lost that charm. Flapjack, oh, it was an okay show. Like in my opinion, it was a pretty okay show. Like it was just weird, but it was like way too weird for my child brain to process. Flintstones, yeah, I find many vibes with the Flintstones, especially with that theme song, the Flintstones. I don't know, but Fosters, yeah, that was a pretty hype show. Except that Mac looked like every boy around that time who always wears DC and likes to skate and stuff like that. Futurama, it was a pretty, yeah, there's many vibes found in Futurama. I definitely think that the entirety of that show was better than what The Simpsons became after the movie, because this is already, The Simpsons is still going, and it's not as good as it used to be in the 80s and the 90s. In the early 2000s, Gravity Falls, classic. You didn't have to explain it. Gravity Falls, it was just such a marvelous show. It was about a brother and a sister who went to some place that no one has heard of except the people who live there. And then they just fight mysteries, and then there's just a whole arc. Just exactly myself. Billy and Mandy. Yeah, I'd say it was pretty hype. Like it wasn't it wasn't really a good show, but it wasn't a bad one either. Hannah Montana, yeah, Mini Vice Found. That's kind of the reason Miley Cyrus is famous now, and then became not famous in like 2013, and then she became. Well, she's not that famous now, but like people definitely know who Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus are. Hey Arnold, that's a classic right there. Move it, football head, says Helga. iCarly, classic. I know I sound high, but that's just my voice. Like, I sound really high, but no, that's not. No, I'm not high. Never smoked weed once in my life. That's just how I sound. Vader Zim. Yeah, there's a lot of vibes on. It's not the only reason it's not a classic is because, again, like Flapjack, it was a really weird show and like a lot of creepy scenes, especially the one episode where like Zim like eats a bunch of intestines. That kind of scarred me. The Jetsons. I don't know. I didn't like the Jetsons. But so is my uncle. Well, my uncle also doesn't really like the Jetsons. Jimmy Neutron. That's classic right there. Classic right there. The thing is, this is like one of those shows that spawned from a movie and then became a show that like actually worked. Because there's a bunch of shows, no, a bunch of movies that became shows and they don't do very well. Like the Troll Show, that's on Netflix. Johnny Test was okay. I just feel like Johnny Test. It was like a show that everyone recognized, but like it was boring. Like it was really boring, and it was kind of annoying, to be honest. Johnny Bravo. No, it was not too hype. Yeah, Johnny Bravo was just one of those shows where like everyone kind of liked when they were younger, but then like as you get older and watch the show, you just realize how creepy Johnny Bravo really is. Because Johnny Bravo is basically a pedophile in that show. Well, not a pedophile, but he's just a really creepy guy. He's like one of those guys who are like slithering in the nightclub and then just grab on anything they could. I feel like that would be the type of person Johnny Bravo would be if it was real. Kim Possible. There's a bunch of vibes found right there. Yeah, there's really nothing I could say about the show. It was a Disney show. It was pretty good. I didn't watch the live action movie not recently, but it came out a few years ago. Yeah, I didn't watch it. King of the Hill. That's classic. God dang it, Bobby. Stop. You want some propane? Like Hank Hill is one of the best cartoon characters ever. K&D, there's many vibes found with that show. Like it was just such a good show. But I feel like they dropped the ball because Cartoon Network decided not to continue with oh my god, that's stutter. Cartoon Network decided not to continue with it in the Galactic Kids Next Door because they teased it during the ending of the original Kids Next Door, and then they were working on it, and then nothing just happened. Like nothing happened. So like we never knew. Never know if like, I mean, we had to assume that Cartoon Network just put a pause on production, but for good. Like this would be a classic if the show was still being continued. My Life as a Teenage Robot. It was okay. I think the only time I watched it was when I was a kid, and like I was one of those kids. I think every like boy was like this when they were growing up. They're like, ew, girl, no. Yep, that's right. Us boys, we were anti-feminist. We were anti-feminist. Oh, I remember this show. It was okay. It's not as good as the original Looney Tunes. Speaking of Looney Tunes, there's just a bunch of vibes found and like. Hold on. I feel like this show the original Looney Tunes is still enjoyable, and then Looney Tunes show try to like modernize it, and I don't know, it just didn't work for me. But the Magic School Bus, that was a hype show. That was a really hype show. And then Netflix ruined it because there's a continuation. Because like it's new kids, and instead of Miss Frizzle, it's just a bunch. It's just her sister, who's just equally as like interesting as her. My gym partner is a monkey. Not many vibes found. I didn't really like it. Like I knew about the show, but I didn't really like it. Nasty Classified. It was okay. I watched it, but I didn't. But like, my brain wasn't complex to process what I was watching. So, like, I still tuned in, but like, I didn't. I had no idea, like, what I was watching. And then when I got older and then I watched it again, I kind of enjoyed it, but like, it wasn't as good as it was when I was a kid. Anyways. Oh, Phineas and Ferb. That's a classic right there. There's 104 days of summer vacation. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. The annual problem for our generation, finding a way to spend it. Building a rocket and finding a mummy and climbing up the Eiffel Tower. Discovering something that doesn't exist, or giving your monkey a shower. Surfing tidal waves. Creating nanobots and locating Frankenstein's brain. Finding a dodo bird. Painting in a cotton field and driving your sister insane. There's a whole lot of things to do before school starts this fall. So come with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. Yeah, that's basically all I remember from the lyrics. Anyways, we have Powerpuff Girls. It was okay. No, actually no. I definitely prefer this over the remake, because the remake, I don't know, Cartoon Network just decided to remake a bunch of shows, but they didn't make them as good as the original. Besides, in the remake, they didn't like consult with like anyone from the original cast, like the original team. They just kind of made it without them, with new people. Yeah, regular show, it's a legendary show. I don't want to make a new tier because that's kind of a professional. But regular show is the most unregular show, and that's why I love it. Ren and Stimpy. There's no vibes found. I hate this show. And for everything it was. Robot Chicken. It was okay. But like because like cause I actually watched it when I was a kid, and like I thought it was funny, and then now it's just like, damn, I thought this shit was funny. Damn, I must have been one stupid kid. Like, I feel like Mads is not funny because, like, at least Mad, it tried to, like, fit in with the current trend and, like, stuff like that. Rocket Power, I've never seen Rocket Power. Like, people have told me to watch Rocket Power, but, like, I just never, like, I could never find it. Rocko's Modern Life. That's one of my favorite shows. There's just a bunch of vibes found. That was like one of the like first shows that I like invested my time into. I remember when it was on Netflix, like back in like 2010. Rugrats. Yeah, it was a pretty hype show. Definitely better than whatever this was. Samurai Jack. That's a classic right there, and like you didn't even have to question. Like, he's just a samurai who tried to defeat a demon, and he's in the future trying to go back to the past. Also, season 5 was phenomenal. If you haven't seen season 5, you could watch it on demand, or you could just find it online. Yeah. Okay. Is this like Scooby-Doo, like the original Scooby-Doo, or like what's the new Scooby-Doo? Mystery Incorporated, or Stay Cool Scooby-Doo? I think this is the original one. But in that case, I say it's a classic. Like, you remember logging in. You remember tuning into Boomerang, and then Scooby-Doo is up next. Like, it's just one of those shows that are like, yeah, I like that show. Simpsons, no. There's no vibes. There's no more vibes found in The Simpsons. Like, I'm telling you, after the movie, the show started dying. South Park, yeah, I feel like this is where it belongs. Like, I haven't watched like much South Park, so like I feel like devoted fans to South Park are gonna be like, man, you fucking idiot. South Park deserves to be a classic, but like, I just don't really like the jokes and some of the storylines and the racism. Like, that's just not me. Like, you know, SpongeBob, that's the classic though. Like, you could not, you could not say that like at some point in your life you haven't seen SpongeBob, because if you haven't, well, I'm not gonna do anything, but like I'm just gonna say, hey, you should watch SpongeBob. Steven Universe. He's going at the top of the list. Steven Universe is one of the most amazing shows I've ever seen. And you should definitely watch it. Watch the first 4 seasons on Hulu, if you have Hulu, or you could just watch the entire series online, including the movie. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but I just really love Steven Universe. In fact, I'm doing a second episode, not now, but I'll eventually. But the second episode, that's what the second episode of the podcast, that's what we're gonna talk about, Steven Universe. So if you want to tune in, you could tune in. Sweet Life on Deck. I didn't really like it. I really just didn't like it. It was kind of rehashing what this masterpiece was. It's going out on the it's going out the hype as fuck tier. Because like it was an early Disney show, so like you obviously had to remember it, but like doesn't mean it was good. It was good. Total Drama Island. Yeah, that's a classic right there. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch any of it like after the third season. I didn't watch any after the third season, and then I went back to watch the show on Netflix, and then I don't know. Let's just ignore every season after season 3. And yeah, Teen Titans, that's a classic right there. Man, fuck out of here with Teen Titans Go bullshit. Actually, no. The movie was good. The Teen Titans Go movie was pretty good. I'd say it was better than the Teen Titans movie, like Trouble in Tokyo. But it's still Trouble in Tokyo, and still Teen Titans. So I'd still say Trouble in Tokyo is better than the Teen Titans Go movie. Oh shit. That's So Raven. That was a pretty good show. I wouldn't say it's between classics and many vibes found. So I'll just put it. Oh wait, not somewhere I wanted to put it. I'll just put it at the top of many vibes found. The Wild Thornberrys. I'll put it at okay. Cause this is one of those shows where like I kind of understood. Like I kind of liked when I was a child, and then like I kind of got the concept episode after episode after episode, and it just kind of died for me. Tom and Jerry, classic right there. Like I said, Boomerang had the most bomb shows, and they just come out at whatever time that you need it to come out. Wizards of Waverly Place. I'm gonna put it right next to That's So Raven. Because yeah, it's one of those shows that I would consider classic, but there was just some parts that like kind of don't make it a classic, but there's so many vibes found, so let's go put it right there. Zeke and Luke, I never watched this show. I never watched it growing up. Zoe 101. I think I'll put it at not too hype, because I didn't really watch the show, and apparently the show got canceled because the lady who played Zoe, she got pregnant, like after a season. I forgot what season she got pregnant, so they canceled the show because they thought her boyfriend like got her pregnant, but nope. But like no one really knows. People say it was Dan Schneider's. Then we'll talk about him eventually. So let's try to fix these. Okay. Gravity Falls goes right here. King of the Hill goes at the bottom of the classics. Current. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, now I say it's pretty. Oh wait, hold on. Now I said. Oh, hold on. I know I said. Oh, wait, hold on. A lot, but okay. Now I think that's pretty accurate. This is fine right here. That's fine. What? Hold on. Actually, okay, yeah. The menu guys found it. It's fine. Big Time. No, Sweet Life goes at the top. Big Time Rush. I say Ed and Eddie was like the best of these. Fairly Odd Parents. Flapjack. Flapjack. Ned's Declassified. That's good. And yeah. So this is my tier list. It's Steven Universe, Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, SpongeBob, Avatar, Boondocks, Teen Titans, Samurai Jack, Chowder, Courage, Cowardly Dog, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Hey Arnold, Jimmy Neutron, Phineas and Ferb, Figure the Show, Scooby-Doo, Toe Jam Island, Tom and Jerry, and King of the Hill. Those are shows that like I would rewatch over and over and over again. And the menu I just found, I won't say all the shows again, but like I could find myself watching this as much as I could, not even as I could as I want to, but I feel like this series like kind of like I would watch this more times than I watched The Office. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'd watch these like once or twice. I'd only watch these shows once. I would not watch these shows. I wouldn't even think about these shows, and these shows are just kind of shows that like I would definitely need to catch up on, see what I missed. So anyways guys, that is it. That's it for the tier list. If you want me to make more tier lists based on games, books, music, or more shows or people, yeah, just let me know. If you follow me on the social media, you should message me what you want to see. You can write it down in the comments. I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe because I know this channel isn't gonna get viral. It's not gonna go viral. So, anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.